Hey guys, Tommy Four Sticks here. Welcome back to the channel. I just want to say a quick thank you for all of the support on the Fury Usyk video a couple of weeks ago. We got to 13,000 views, which is a new high on the channel by quite a bit. So as a quick thank you, I wanted to do a giveaway for today's video. We are going to give away a PSA 10 Islam Topps Chrome card numbered to 99. This just came in the mail today. So as soon as this video hits 200 likes, I will give this away to one subscriber who comments on the video. So again, thank you so much, and let's get straight to it.
Running a 4-fight win streak, Islam Makhachev.
What would you say, Paul? You're going to take
Ambitious call out to hold.
side and create some space. You travel to top position. Oh, look at that. Does that count? No. My
The rematch between Islam Makhachev and Arman Tsarukyan has been 5 years in the making. Their first encounter took place in 2019, and it was a fascinating bout. At that time, the Dagestani domination of the UFC was just beginning to take shape, with Khabib preparing for his third lightweight title defense against Dustin Poirier just a few months later. Islam, still relatively unknown at the time, has since evolved into a fighter many believe has surpassed his mentor and coach Khabib in skill and well-roundedness. Arman Tsarukyan, although not from the same pedigree, has developed an incredibly strong ground game, with some of the best ground and pound in the lightweight division. I've reviewed the tape, and I believe we are in for an exciting technical grappling contest on January 18th. Here are the key factors to watch. 1. Control. Makhachev is one of the best control fighters in the UFC, and I'd argue one of the best of all time. His style is like that of an anaconda, slowly squeezing the life out of his adversaries, tightening his grip with every inch they give him. We saw this clearly in his fight against Dustin Poirier in the first round. Makhachev executed a beautiful sweep to get the takedown, but he's never satisfied with his position. He's always working to improve and advance. In this example, Islam threatens a Kimura or Americana with his initial wrist control. Poirier, sensing the threat, tries to scramble to free himself. A bad move. Islam quickly takes his back in the scramble and locks in a body triangle. Look at how he positions it right under the diaphragm. This subtle control is exhausting. Try pushing your forearm into your abdomen and breathe. Each breath becomes significantly more difficult. Now, cover your mouth with your other hand at the same time and see how quickly Islam can begin wearing down his opponents by sapping their oxygen. Poirier is expending far more energy defending from this position than Islam is in attacking. And once the body triangle is locked in, it doesn't take much energy to maintain it. A key for Tsarukyan will be how he limits Makhachev's control in this fight. As it's a championship bout, it will go 5 rounds. In their first meeting, Tsarukyan was exhausted by the end of the third round. And in his last bout against Charlie Oliveros, he again looked fatigued towards the end of the third. He's only had one 5-round fight in his career, so if he's going to last 5 rounds with Makhachev, he needs to stay fresh by limiting Islam's control. For example, how he negated Makhachev's mount with excellent butterfly guard work early on. 2. Wrestling prowess. This fight will be a masterclass in technical wrestling and grappling. Islam is widely regarded as one of the best wrestlers in the sport, and for good reason. His takedowns, especially against the cage, are almost impossible to defend and highly unpredictable. Take a look at his first takedown against Tsarukyan in their first fight. Makhachev pulls Tsarukyan away from the cage, then uses a knee to the body and a punch to draw Tsarukyan's defense towards his right hand. As soon as Tsarukyan reacts, Islam grabs his glove and uses it as leverage to pull his arm through. With Tsarukyan slightly off balance, Makhachev sweeps his right leg and lands in mount. The speed and precision with which Islam executes this takedown is frightening. He used a similar technique against Poirier as well. Tsarukyan, for his part, is also an incredibly skilled wrestler. He was actually the first person to take Makhachev down in his career. We see his style, though, is far more energy intensive. Watch how he baits out a knee from Makhachev, beautifully reading the situation and using it to get into a favorable position. Although Islam counters well, Tsarukyan does an excellent job of getting low while maintaining Makhachev high, using leverage to his advantage. The problem for Tsarukyan is that he has to brute force the takedown, expending a lot of energy. As a result, Makhachev is able to escape by gaining hand control, stretching, and eventually breaking free. While both fighters are excellent wrestlers, I think Makhachev's style and energy conservation make his takedowns more valuable. He not only gets the takedown, but quickly transitions to dominant positions. 3. Aggression versus passiveness. In combat sports, aggression isn't always preferable to passiveness. Too much aggression can lead to being caught in bad positions, while being too passive may result in scoring opportunities slipping away. The key is finding a balance. I think this will be a crucial dynamic in this fight. In their first bout, Makhachev was sometimes a bit too aggressive, and Tsarukyan was sometimes too passive. Tsarukyan will need to be more aggressive and take calculated risks to create scoring opportunities as the underdog in this bout. One of the best examples of Makhachev being overly aggressive occurred in the first round of their previous bout. He controlled most of the round until this moment, which turned out to be a turning point. Islam had a lot of control, but instead of slowly improving his position and looking for a takedown, a more passive option, he dropped his hips and went for an anaconda or darsh choke. It almost worked. If Tsarukyan hadn't managed to slip his elbow out, Makhachev would have won the fight right there. However, that high level of aggression led to Makhachev nearly losing the round when Tsarukyan reversed the position and scored a takedown of his own. In this case, I would have liked to see Tsarukyan be a bit more aggressive once he got on top to capitalize on the advantage. In the rematch, I expect Islam to remain the aggressor. Tsarukyan will need to be more aggressive to have a chance. If he's too passive, Islam's control tactics will likely prove too strong. This rematch promises to be a high-level battle of technique, strategy, and endurance. Stay tuned and we'll see how the tactics unfold on January 18th.